Hey, welcome back to Rhythms and Road Trips with Larry. Today it's going to be my honor to go back into Dire Straits. It's actually the first album, if you saw my short last week, the first album by Dire Straits that I ever purchased. And that was back in about the mid 80s, late 80s era. So essentially, this album was really packed with a lot of nuance and beautiful, I would call it kind of rock ballads, if you will. And today we're going to take a look at Private Investigations. We've already covered Telegraph Road on this channel, both the live Alchemy version and also the studio version, so I'll link those down below. A little bit of a lighting problem today. This is what I'm looking at. I'm all natural lighting here. Completion. The song will play uninterrupted. I may talk over the song a few times if I can't help myself. And essentially what we're going to be doing here is rating this song versus all the other songs on the channel as well. So let's dive into Dire Straits' Private Investigations. Nice acoustic start here, very beautiful. And there's a Clarkson on piano.
It's a mystery to me. The game commences for the usual fee, plus expenses, confidential information. It's in a diary. This is my investigation. It's not a public inquiry. Checking out the reports, digging up the dirt. You get to meet all sorts in this line of work. Treachery and treason, there's always an excuse for it. And when I find the reason, I still can't get used to it.
But he's literally a private investigator.
What have you got? At the end of the day, what do you got to take away? A bottle of whiskey and a new set of lies, blinds on the window and a pain behind the eyes.
Interesting. Beautiful. Let's do this version now in the earlier ones.
Scarred for life, no compensation. Private investigations.
Very dark. It's that whole underworld of private investigation. It is dark. Because why would you be investigating someone privately if it weren't for dark reasons? That guitar playing is so bright in contrast. First drum beat of the song. We're not going to get Terry Williams this time. This is Mick Withers era studio version. Their work. Oh, it's not super. song is really taking its time, and I really respect that about Dire Straits. There's no rush to get to where you're going on this journey with them, and that's perfectly fine. The description and subtleties in the song, the musicality, small details. Just holding that keyboard note for 10 to 15 seconds. It's over. Ah, there you go. Private Investigations by Dire Straits. What an interesting song. I have to say that right off the bat. That is a super interesting song because it's dark, it has mood, and it has depth, and it's very well played by the musicians, as you could discern from all the different sounds and layers in this song. But what really stood out to me specifically was Mark Knopfler again. His lyrics, number one, the story that he was telling, number two, the guitar picking and playing on acoustic. I mean, I haven't really listened for any length of time to Mark Knopfler's acoustic playing. Now, later in his career, when he went off solo, and I even covered some songs here on the channel that really didn't take very well, some of his work with Emmylou Harris, which are beautiful songs, where he plays quite a bit of acoustic guitar. But for this era, Dire Straits, back in the 80s, I'm guessing, it really is quite beautiful. I can see probably why at the time I would like Industrial Disease, as a fan. As a person who listened to music as a teenager, I would have liked Industrial Disease and Telegraph Road and songs like that had a little pop, some obvious pop to it. And, I was really just a guy listening to drums anyway. And Money for Nothing, that's another one. But this, today, at my advanced age, I can really appreciate it. It was just a beautiful song. What it was about, I guess, I mean, it really instills a little bit of paranoia into the character. The narration of this song is really about being spied upon, perhaps, surveillance and paranoia and all those dark things that the narrator's really discussing in the song. I mean, I don't know if it's specifically a private investigator telling their story or if it's being done by the person who's being surveilled. I couldn't discern that in this particular listening. I'm going to check it out afterwards and read through the words and try to figure this out. But it was quite a dark song. Well played by everyone. I mean, the drums is very subtle, well timed, not overbearing in any stretch of your imagination or pick withers. I mean, just knew exactly what to do, when to do it. The bass with that doom, doom, just that one note repeating, which is kind of like if you watch the movie Jaws back in the 70s, it scared the hell out of all of us, right? They use that sort of one-tone, repetitive musicality to build suspense. And I think that's what they were doing in the song. What a cool song. I'm super delighted to have done this song. I mean, I didn't expect to do it, quite frankly. I tried downloading the live versions, Alchemy, Wembley, you name it, and the downloader won't take. They've moved the songs over to Vivo. They're re-releasing them, and there's some kind of block in there. So that's why I decided to go with the studio version, which, hey, look, that's probably the first time, well, I shouldn't say the first time, but one of the first creations of the song was probably on Love Over Gold. And so that being said, look, let's rate the song. I thought it was quite beautiful. I'm going to have to listen to it quite a few more times to get a better grasp of it. I'm going to give it an A, and I might move that up in the charts after I figure out really what the song is about and how it affects me perhaps over the next upcoming months. Because I do move around some of the songs, and as most of you who come back to the channel understand, I just kind of freestyle this stuff off the top. And it's from memory, it's from experience, it's from me being able to play 3 different instruments so I can study the music itself. But listen, I'd like to hear from you guys. So for you folks, please, I encourage you, drop some comments, give me some intel on this stuff, give me some of your feedback. You can drop some requests down there. I'm getting around to them slowly but surely. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a professional in other businesses, and I do this as a hobby. So, I at least get you some shorts and one long form music video every single week, usually on Wednesday or Thursday afternoon for the long form. And so just bear with me. I'll get to all your requests. And this was requested way back when I did Sultans of Swing, one of the most viewed videos on this channel from Alchemy. A lot of people say go over and do private investigation. So that's a shout out to the people that asked for that. You got what you wanted. So with that being said, if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Right here, big fat subscribe. And the only price to come into my channel and enjoy a lot of different types of content, just give me a thumbs up, please. I would really appreciate that. It helps out the channel, helps me out, with the algorithms, and we can share this beautiful music out there to the world. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again shortly.